Hi, Nima. So
Hi.
today I'm going to be asking you some questions about yourself. I'm going to ask you some questions about school, some questions about your family, and some questions that are kind of personal.
Okay.
I want to let you know that I'm going to use all the information that we talk about today, and I'm going to put it into a report that your parents can see and your teachers can see. So if there's things that you really don't want me to put in there, you got to let me know, okay? So what we talk about today isn't confidential, just so that you know. Okay, is that cool?
Yeah.
All right, awesome. So I want to know a little bit about you. So who do you live at home with right now?
With my mom and dad and
Okay.
my older brother.
All right, so you have an older brother.
Mhm.
Do you like hanging out with him, or?
Yeah, we get along for the most part.
Okay.
He's kind of, I don't know, pushes me around a little bit.
Big brothers will do that, you know.
We get along okay.
Awesome. Okay. And what do you like to do at home for fun?
I'm usually just in my room on my computer. I don't really want to be around everyone.
Yeah. It's nice to get a little time to
Yeah,
yourself.
just be on my phone.
Do you like playing video games, or are you looking at things like Facebook, stuff like that?
I just like to lay in bed and listen to music.
Nice. Okay. What kind of music do you like?
Like hardcore music.
Really?
Yeah.
That strikes me as the hardcore alternative rock
Just
kind of
got
guy.
into it recently.
Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's talk a little bit about school. So
Okay.
how's school going for you right now?
It's hard.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. I know your teachers have been saying you've been having a harder time at school this year.
Yeah, it's been. I don't know what's going on. I'm having a lot of anxiety. I feel like and some stress with some of my courses.
Okay. Which ones in particular are kind of the worst right now?
I think physics and calculus are kind of a pain in the ass right now.
Yeah, that makes sense. Those are hard
Yeah.
classes.
Mhm.
Okay. What's your best class right now?
I feel like my best class right now is probably physiology.
Okay. Is that what you like best about school, or is it just your favorite class?
It's just easier to
Okay.
me. I don't feel as stressed out with the more like quantitative math related courses. It's not doesn't come as easy to me. So I
Okay.
feel like I have to do a lot more work in
Okay.
those courses. And with college applications coming up, I kind of feel a lot of pressure to do well, and I kind of just freeze and cannot function.
So it sounds like you are having a little bit of anxiety right now about your classes. I heard you use that word. So tell me a little bit more about what that looks like. When you are feeling anxious about school,
Mhm.
kind of what happens?
My heart starts racing. I start sweating. My mind kind of goes blank. I can't really like focus anymore. And so then that's why I kind of just like lay in my room and just listen to music. And I don't really want to talk to anyone about it, especially my parents, because they don't think they understand.
Does it help when you lay in your room and listen to music? Does that calm you
It
down?
calms me down, but I still can't do the work, because then every time I sit down and do work, I start thinking about my applications or doing well. And
Yeah.
so that kind of overshadows my like ability to work.
Sounds like you've got a lot going on in your mind. So when you're at school, does that ever happen? Do you ever start feeling anxious and worried and your heart starts racing?
Yeah, in class, it's yeah, I can feel it a little bit. It's not as bad as I feel like I feel more once I leave. It's harder for me when I'm at school. I'm in class. It's
You kinda hold it
okay.
together.
I hold it. I kind of can keep my stuff together. Yeah.
Okay, that sounds exhausting though.
Yeah, it's very hard.
So you go home and then it's kind of a like breakdown of...
It should be the opposite. I feel like I should be more stressed out at school.
Right, because it's
calmer
what's
at home.
stressing you out.
But I don't know.
So as far as in school, how are your organization skills? Sometimes kids have some trouble keeping track of things or planning ahead for things. How would you rate your organization skills?
I feel like I used to be very, very organized and on top of things, but I feel like I've been missing some deadlines. I didn't realize we had a quiz in physics yesterday. I think it's because I just like when I go home, I kind of just shut everything out.
Yeah.
And stress out and getting like a panic, kind of like I start panicking.
Yeah.
So I think I kind of forgot.
So it sounds like you've got a lot on your mind. How does that affect your ability to kind of pay attention during class? Is it hard for you to focus, or are you able to kind of pay attention to what's going on, remember what's going on, and then you just kind of break down when you get home?
I kind of focus and can take notes, but I don't feel like I'm taking in any information.
Okay.
Because I started thinking I have to go home and like study this and I have to know this, or
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's got a busy mind up there, kiddo. So, have you been having about your health? Have you been having any headaches recently? Any stomach aches?
I feel like have very much appetite anymore.
Mhm.
So that's, but I don't have any pain. Just
Okay.
I'm not really, when I go home, I don't really want to eat dinner.
Okay.
Um,
Have you been eating, or has it been kind
I've
of
been
sporadic?
eating a little bit in the morning. I have lunch at school with my friends, but when I go home, I snack.
You think the worry builds up too
Yeah,
much, and you just
throughout
kinda...
the day. Usually mornings are easy for me, and then throughout the day it starts piling up.
What does your homework routine look like at home? Do you go home and get right to it? Do you take some time for yourself?
Usually I would go home when I was feeling a lot better, like last year. I would go home, start doing some work. Well, I would have a snack, and then I would start doing some work, and then it would be fine.
Okay.
And then I just work until I go to bed, basically.
Okay.
Just a few hours every night, pretty consistently. Now it's not so much.
Are you sleeping okay at night?
It's hard to fall asleep.
Okay. So what time do you think you're getting to bed at night?
Probably like 1 a.m.
Okay. Wow. So you're not
Usually
getting very
like
much sleep.
10, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let's switch gears a little bit and talk about your friends. I know you said you had some friends that you like to eat lunch with at school. How are things going with your friends?
Things are fine. I'm just like kind of a little bit withdrawn. I'm hanging out at school, but I feel like I make excuses to not really spend time with them on like a Friday or a Saturday.
So you're not really seeing them outside of school.
Not
Are
so
they in
much.
your classes, or?
Yeah, we have some classes together.
Okay.
But, yeah.
Have you had any conflicts with your friends recently?
I feel like with my friends I avoid conflict mainly.
Okay.
I just don't engage. But I'm not as like opinionated or outspoken as I used to be, I feel like.
Okay. All right. So it sounds like you're kind of pulling away a little bit and focusing on your school, and but you get along mostly really well with them.
Yeah.
Okay. So how about for the future? What are your goals? Because it sounds like you're thinking ahead. You're a junior now, but you're already thinking to having to apply for college, getting ready. What are your plans after high school?
I want to go to college. I'm not really sure what degree I want to go after, which is I think partly contributing to my stress a little bit, because I need to do well in these classes, but I don't really know. I know I'm interested in like physiology, for example, but I don't know. I get some pressure from my parents, like, you know, I need to go to medical school or do these things, and I don't really know if that's what I want to do. And so, yeah, it's kind of now I feel like reality is really kicking in.
That's a
I need
lot.
to figure it out.
It's a lot that you're dealing with over there.
Yeah, I feel like I need to make all these decisions and prepare now so early.
Right. You're really on top of
Otherwise,
it.
I'm gonna fail at
Yeah.
life.
Well, that seems a bit dramatic. So what makes you most happy?
Of
Of anything.
anything?
Yep.
I don't really know
I don't know.
at this point.
That's okay.
I
No
think
worries.
just feeling accomplished and getting my work done
Okay.
would make me feel really happy right now. But
What makes you feel most sad?
I feel when my parents get mad at me, they don't realize. I don't think they fully understand
Yeah.
why I'm like not doing well,
Mm-hmm.
and that kind of makes me really sad.
What do you worry the most about?
My future, always.
Okay. So always
doing
thinking
well at
ahead.
school, like the next step. Yep.
Okay. So last question I'm going to ask you, it's a little bit weird. Just a heads up. So if you had any 3 wishes that you could either get anything that you wanted or change anything about your life, what would those 3 wishes be?
I wish I would not be so anxious.
Okay. That's a good one.
I wish I got straight A's again.
Yeah.
And I wish I go to a good college
Okay.
right now.
Okay. Is there anything else that you want your teachers or your parents or anyone to know about you?
No.
All right. Well, thank you so much for sharing all that information today.
Yeah, of course. Thanks
All
for
right.
talking to me.
Have a good day.
Thank you. You too.